What's up, everybody, and welcome back to The Golden Life. And I am finally, I know it's been a long time waiting, but I am finally bringing you guys the garage tour. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video and let's go inside. Here's the garage. It is very, very nice and clean. We have freshly painted everything. So I'm gonna start over here and I'm gonna walk you guys through everything. When you first walk in, and this is kind of where you drive in, obviously, but when you drive in, I wanted to put all of their suitcases and all of their traveling things in this cabinet. So my family, they travel a lot, maybe, well, before COVID, they traveled maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and so they have a lot of suitcases. So when we were designing this garage, we definitely wanted to make sure that they had enough room for all of their suitcases, because they're not like the average Joe, and they have probably like 5 suitcases, and they're very, very large. So go ahead and take a look. Definitely want to start at the top. We have a lot of suitcases, and their suitcases actually expand. These shelves definitely expand, and they can move up and down, like I've shared with you guys before. So if you haven't seen my first go around on the garage tour, make sure you guys, I'll put it up in the cards for you guys. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that out, so it makes a little bit more sense for you guys. But we just kept all of their suitcases in here. There's duffel bags, there's overnight bags, everything is just in here. It's very easy. We didn't have to label. I know my mom is not really a fan of labeling. I'm not either. So we just try to keep it as simple as possible. So like you guys can see, everything is here and it's just easy access. Now for this section of the garage, we did have a little bit of problems. If you noticed in my first video, this was a little bit off, and they had to end up coming back and kind of fixing it, and that's okay. But again, like I did mention before, you definitely want to make sure you are supervising when people are doing things. So when mistakes like that happen, you can catch it right away. And you know, the worst thing to do is like let the company, if you have a company, leave and then come back, because they may think you're messing with something. So just a little tip for you guys. Now in these cabinets here, I definitely wanted to have mainly kind of like their overflow stuff that they don't really use often. So in here we have, I think, a car seat for my kids, because you know, when they're a grandma, they still need a car seat. There's pedicure, there's filing, and there's actually one more suitcase, because like I said, they have a lot of suitcases. So that's what's in there. And then in these drawers here, so just get these drawers a little bit. So in here, I kind of wanted to make sure this is all of their tools section. Now, as you can see, they needed a lot of batteries, and I will say, I have to admit, these batteries came from my family, because if you guys have children, you know every single toy needs a battery, and it's just a scam. And so we have accumulated a lot of batteries over the years, and this is probably not even a year's worth of batteries, but yeah, we had a lot of those. I mentioned to you guys, my mom is a little bit of a hoarder. Look at how many of these she has, but it's okay. If you guys do not know, she does do productions and a lot of live events. Again, pre-COVID, the event world has slowed down a lot because of COVID, but we always use a lot of candles. And so when you're lighting for a wedding or a party and it's like crunch time, and you know, the client is walking in, everybody grabs, what are these things called? A strike, a lighter thing, whatever you call, and you light them candles and make sure you're on time. So that's kind of why we have those. As you can tell, a lot of the stuff, layover stuff, comes to her house. And the next drawer here is more of just tools. And what I loved about here, I really wanted her to have a lot of space for growing. And because you never know, especially when you're a homeowner, you might need, you know, you might need these type of screws, or you might need these type of screws. Don't ask me what type of screws these are. I do not know. I am not Richard Valentine. I am his granddaughter, and that's about it. Again, we have a lot of screwdrivers. I don't know what she is fixing here, but it is what it is. She is very prepared for the task person who's going to be coming here. In the next drawer here down, again, I did say I wanted her to have space to grow. So there's just an extra layover, and I didn't want to just leave these empty, but you know, you just never know what people are going to be needing and using, you know, down the line. Of course, again, she's probably not going to be fixing anything, but it's great to have things on hand. And the next drawer down, these are kind of like all of our light fixtures. She has a lot of different lights here. These are for my kids because when my kids were really young, they would get into a lot of stuff, but we didn't really use these a lot. But these are really great tools if you have children and you want to kind of make sure they're out of everything. Again, more lights. I don't even know what these are called. Gloss finish wall plates. There you go. Thank God for reading. Some more lights, and these are just more bulbs that just kind of, you know, you may need for whatever. And then the last one here. Now this is just kind of like a miscellaneous thing because we have a lot of tape. We have bungee cords. We have a full-on drill set. I think we even have 2. These are the liners for the inside the drawers. We have just extra, yeah, these are just, and this is like the outdoor kind of car situation, auto situation. So in here, you'll find stuff for the grill because we did a couple of years ago design the backyard. We may be doing another update on the backyard, but we'll decide that in a few years or a few months, I don't know. So let's go ahead and look at this one. Okay, so up here at the very top, I really don't really know what everything is, but I know this was actually my grandfather's, and I was telling my mom when we were going through it, I thought it was her husband's, but it was my grandfather's. And actually, if you guys have seen my boys' room at my house, they have these suitcases. They have maybe 3 of them, so I may be taking that home with me, just not sure. This is all of her husband's dad stuff, so this is kind of like the daddy section. Unfortunately, both of their fathers have passed away, but yeah, so that's kind of that thing. And then in here, this is kind of, my mom, we shop at the farmer's market a lot, probably once a week. So she takes this with her and puts it in her car and then like removes it whenever she needs to. This is just a bungee cord, and then like this is kind of like stuff for a flat tire or maybe some balls. A lot of this one looks broken. But these look like those little pumps. They've got like 5 different pumps in here. They even got an electrical one. It says a bolt cutter. I don't know what they're cutting, but yeah, that's that. They had 2 baseball bats. And I was trying to like I was kind of struggling how to like, where do I put this? Because you definitely don't want it to fall out, but they had these little really nice hooks in there. And then what I love about them is that I can adjust them. So that's just kind of how I did it here. These are just little containers. It's really not much. Here's another extra hook. So we just kind of snuck it in there. But again, everything just comes off really easily, and it really, really is functional. And here's some more bike or bungee cords. This is for this vacuum. I don't really know what that's for either, but here, helmets, and I try to keep everything as much in a container as possible because I really like things to be really like compressed together, so it just kind of flows and makes sense and nothing is like spilling out, because the worst thing that happened is to have this beautiful cabinet and then you open it and everything falls out. Nobody wants that. So that's just how I kind of operate. Back here, I don't even know what those are, but they look like hammers or something. I'm not gonna undo everything because I don't want to put it back. And then some more auto stuff. This is just some random things. I don't even know what that is. And then a brush. I'm assuming it's for the grill. I just organize it. I don't really use this stuff. And then at the very, very bottom, this is more so for the, what is the word? Barbecue in the backyard. So we have some chips. They came in bigger bags, but the bags didn't seal. So I was like, you know what can we do? So I just put them in Ziploc bags. We already had them on hand. Didn't cost us anything. So that's Hickory, and I think this is like apple. Yes, this is apple for the light fixtures for the landscaping. And then she's got 2 ice buckets here, I think. So I hate when there's like garage tours and people say, oh, that's nothing in the closet, but I kind of really nosy, and so I still always want to just see, even if it's nothing. So I'm gonna show you guys anyway. But this is just a heater closet, nothing really special, but that's just what it is. At first it used to be exposed, and of course we're just like, as a designer, we're like, we don't want to see anything at all. It wanted to be clean, and so we just built a little closet for it. So that's that. And now here, this is kind of another of the overflow, but from here on, this should be for the household. This is how the house really functions. So at the very top, we have some tissue paper, and these are really interesting because they're made out of bamboo, and they're from Ultra Cosmic. They're 100% bamboo fiber, and they are Black owned for those of you who are interested. I have not tried them, but maybe I will. I don't know, maybe I'll still want to take one home. So yeah, so toilet paper, and then in the very back, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm a little short, but I think there is paper towels in the back. Some more storage, functioning stuff, and then this is actually a basket, hamper basket, I don't know, laundry basket, there we go. Okay, so one thing that I really love about these is that they expand, and so it makes a lot of sense for, you know, if you have a small home. I'll open this up for you guys, but it's very, very easy. I like it, it's lightweight. So if you've been to my channel before, you guys already know I was in desperate need of a laundry basket, so I was super grateful because this became free for me. And I really like these because these go right underneath my bed at home, and they just kind of go in that, and they are space savers. So I really like those. And then in here, this is more so like entertaining. So if she needs Ziploc bags, she's got the heavy duty one. She's got the freezer extra kind of things. They are just regular napkins. What are these, cocktail napkins? I think they're cocktail napkins. And then behind here, in the next, because there's 2, I'll just maybe bring it out for you guys so you can see. But in the back, there's more. There's one more, and then there is some forks and spoons and the sort of thing, you know, spoons, knives, and forks. Again, as you guys can see, I really do like to have everything in containers. It makes it a lot easier. And here it's just some trash bags, and then this is just a steamer, a small little steamer, a little handheld steamer, nothing too, you know, fancy about that. And then this is more laundry stuff and some more paper plates, and the red cups are in the back. And then I had my mom get the Dyson because I'm sure you guys have seen on my channel, I really love my handheld cordless vacuum from Dyson. I have the V10 and I think she has the V8. And these are just the extra tools. She loves it. I've been trying to get her on it. She finally got it. So she loves it. I love it. And yeah. And the very bottom on the last shelf, this is just kind of like home improvement kind of thing. We've got bug spray for outside, you know, for the summer nights. You don't want to get bit by the mosquitoes. Those are very irritating. Extra paint, some more trash bags, and yeah, that's that. And then on this section here, we just have some outdoor like brooms and stuff. So we got an outdoor, I've just got like 3 different outdoor brooms. I don't understand the difference, but you know, some people do. This is actually one of my favorites. I'll hold off on that and I'll actually bring it out, but it's another hamper and it's very, very convenient, especially if you guys have bad backs or anything and don't want to carry a lot of stuff. This is very, very convenient. We actually got this from Amazon. I will put it in the description for you guys. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you guys look in the description. And then we also have a ladder because my mom's housekeeper can't always reach everything. I'm 5'5". I think she may be like 5'2", 5'3". So getting up here is a struggle for her. So I was very cars. But anyway, I was very conscious or trying to be really considerate, you know, thinking of her when, you know, she's out here and using things. It's really, really smooth. It glides really nicely. I like it. I thought it was really, you know, a really cute thing because we are all about the aesthetics here. So that just kind of goes there. And then when we're done, we just kind of put it back into the closet. So yeah. All right, so this is probably gonna be my favorite piece, my most prized possession, because I got to choose the countertops. My mom fought me a little bit, but I think you guys are gonna really like it because I really like crystals. For those of you who do not know, I have probably like 10 different crystals. I have some that actually stay in my home, and then I actually have a lot that I wear consistently. So moving right along to the laundry. This is my favorite part. It's so gorgeous. And my mom was like, oh, it's gonna get scratched. And even the guy where we bought it from, he's like, oh, it's for a garage? No, don't get it. And I was like, what are you gonna be doing on here anyway? We're just folding laundry. It's not like we're gonna be doing arts and crafts. So this is onyx, and it's super, super gorgeous. I will give you guys a close up because I really just love it. And what I love about this is that it makes the garage look really, really luxurious. And I know you guys are thinking, girl, it's a garage, but if you guys ever meet my mom and you ever meet me and get to know me really, we are very, very just, I don't even know the word, fashionistas, designers. We love designing. So it just kind of runs in our family, and we're over the top. And I feel like I'm a pretty simple girl, but still love quality. If that makes sense. My mom is squinting her eyes. And she's like, yeah, right. But no, I think this came out really good, and I'm really, really excited, and it looks gorgeous. So yeah, so that's just kind of how that is. Of course, we have the washer and dryer, and on the bottom here, we also have just kind of stuff that you would clean the floors with, extra stuff. The Bona, Lysol, again, everything for the floors. So nothing pretty under there, but it's very functional. At the very top, we have more overflow for the house. So in here, it's really bad, but because of Corona, we have masks and gloves for, you know, whenever you're stepping out the house. More masks. These are barbicide, so these are like a disinfectant. They usually just use those at like salons, but we have them here too. So we have extra Windex. So we have Windex here, and then, which is great because obviously they didn't know before, but they are starting to use more. There's another one behind. Some Clorox, extra stuff for stones. There's a lot of stone, more gloves, tissue paper, that kind of stuff. And then everything to do laundry is gonna be in here. So we have laundry detergent, fabric softener, bleach, disinfectant. If you guys have been to my channel, you guys know I love the Branch Basics. This stuff is amazing. Now, this is probably my favorite product from them. So if you guys are dealing with stains, I would definitely recommend getting this because this does some wonders. And it's non-toxic. Did I mention that before? Here we have stuff for fabric softener, so that goes in here, and then in here, this is just like stuff for your like delicate, so bras, anything that's delicate that might tear or snag in the laundry. She has a bunch of these. We did end up replacing some just because they were kind of old and were not functioning very well, so we did replace that. And then here is like extra plugins. Even though she does use a lot of essential oils, you can never be too bad. This is just extra. I love these jars, but that's just extra stuff. And yeah, that's it for here. Okay, so the Dyson, it definitely needs to be into a plug, so that's just kind of why it's here. It's off to the side, no big deal. So that's just that. Nothing really special about that. But this right here, this is a game changer. This is a rack. I don't even know how this really works. But if you ever have, you know, or need anything to hang dry, you can hang it here. And I thought that was like such a great idea because I don't know how many times I've come here and like stuff is just kind of hang drying everywhere. And I was like, that is not cute. It should be where the laundry is. So this, I think we also got it from Amazon. I will try to put the link in the description box for you guys as well if you guys want this. But this is definitely a game changer, and it makes everything nice and pretty. And I like also that it has a couple of different levels, so you know, if you need to change it out, you can. And that goes back down like that. And then everything is nice and clean. The last thing that we got, this was just kind of my little touch because I was like, we've got to have a little bit of a pop of color. And that is this rug or mat. And I put it in front of the laundry because if you're washing your hands from coming in, you know, if nobody wants Corona. So we definitely wash our hands here. And also that is why I have some hand towels. I told you guys we're bougie family. But anyway, they have their last name monogrammed in here. It's over the top, but it's gorgeous. So I just put these here just for, you know, their own personal use. Yeah, so that wraps up today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Share with your friends if you find this garage tour any value. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.